Hi everyone, this is Otatide Koje from the Lunchbox Millionaire company, and I'd like to open the session with a discussion about a simple question. I was posed a question a while back. The question was, who do you think you are? When I tried to take on the challenge of attempting to continue my journey into enterprise. I built a blog, Red Ebony Enterprises, which has over 370,000 hits. Now, it's not about the blog as the blog is the foundation, but with that blog, I was able to build a network of over 55,000 connections, a network which consists of millionaires, entrepreneurs, royals, elites, and key brands. A lot of the people within my network are people who are making a very profitable income. So when I am asked the question, who do I think I am? I'm a girl who started, I'm a woman who started with the challenge of a disability, the challenge of dealing with epilepsy. Um, for a long time, I dealt with the challenge of my health, and then I remember at times I was very much alone. I was very much alone because there were others who didn't understand my health scenario, who didn't understand my health challenges, and I was ostracized at times and I felt slightly alienated. Apart from the support of my family and the network I have around me, there were some very toxic, very negative people who thought it was their right to tear me down as I had such an audacity to dream such a big dream. Now, my dream was, in fact, to become a millionaire and to go into enterprise. Now, I'm not going to answer the question of whether I've accomplished that goal or not yet. What I have accomplished, I've started working with an investment, a series of investment bankers. I'm working with a team of investment bankers to turn a, a blog post which I wrote um, into a into which was turned into a book, which is now turned into a company. So Lunchbox is a company that connects young people to investors and key brands and various elites. Some of those elites can be from royals internationally to celebrities. So when people ask me the question of who do I think I am, I'm a girl who came from a very tough journey, who had the guts and the boldness to do what they didn't have the courage to do, which was step outside of my comfort zone and reach out to people who others were too afraid to connect to. So it's easy for people to judge your story and people to make assumptions about who you are supposed to be or how you're supposed to mirror yourself, because their definition of success is basically an illusion, because you know there's there's the postcard image of being successful, and there's the things that we learn about success through our journey of actually attempting to be successful and taking the risks and actually standing in the firing line. What I would say to people who have challenged my story, my story came from, from a girl who would find herself on the side of the road dealing with epileptic seizures, from a girl who dealt with bullying, who dealt with depression. I've come a long way. So who do I think I am to have the audacity to connect to such people who have created such a platform for themselves? Well, let me see. I'm the girl who did the work, and that's my answer. And if you're someone like me who is out there and people are challenging you and people are hating on you and people are putting you down consistently, you know, sometimes there are many of us who have been talked out of our dreams because we tell the wrong people or we give out the wrong information, and before you know it, there's people telling you that it's impossible, there's people telling you that it can't be done. When I started the journey of Lunchbox Millionaire, for a long time, I was actually there were people who were laughing at me, there were people who were ridiculing me, and now I've got a network of over 55,000 connections, probably even more than that, many of them who are very well off. Um, and I can I can follow any path that I choose to within my life. I can assist other people to make a difference and to make a change within their lives, because now I've taken on the role as connector, so I can connect people and I can be a person of influence. Um, so there are there are many things I would like to say to people who are out there talking the talk, because there are those of us who are trying to build ourselves up, and we come across people who strategically try and tear us down because they're afraid of us shining our own light, because they're scared that their light won't be seen. And, you know, there's room for the sun and the moon, but what can I tell you? It's, it's, it's telling of the character of certain people in your life. I'd say pick your team wisely. Um, Pick positive people, positive influencers, people who don't just believe in what you can do, but watch and see how they deal with others. Are they someone who tears down the dreams of others? Are they someone who likes to put other people down? Like, if you have someone like that around you, don't be fooled because they are because they're doing it to someone else, they won't do it to you. When your time comes, that fear that they have, they will crucify you because it's a fear they have of being left behind. So, what I will say to anybody who is trying to move forward in boldness and who is trying to uh, connect to successful mentors and who is trying to bring their dream to light, don't be the person sat in the corner with the wrong network complaining that you don't have access, because people will look at who you connect to and look at your network and they will judge you for it. Because I remember, there's an old African proverb that my family always taught me, and it says, show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. And a lot of people don't pay attention to that. So when you are reaching out, when you are looking at going into certain areas that are more challenging, where you need to build up your network, you need to connect to people who you want to engage with. You need to open up a dialogue. You need to build that self esteem, because whatever you do in life, it's about building up core, it's about building up inner strength, it's about building up inner self belief. And no matter what people say to you, and no matter what people say about you, you have to be careful which uh, which energies you have around you, because you do not want to consistently miss out on opportunities, because there are people around you who will talk you out of your dreams. They will talk you out of your glory. And then when the opportunity comes for them, they will, they will ride off into the sunset, and you'll just be left there feeling afraid that you've been left behind. And then that fear will grow and turn into its own animal and turn into something completely different. So, you know, I implore you, if you do have uh, if you do have a passion, if you do have if you do have a goal or an objective, write it down, protect it, and if you're going to share it with the right people, people who are positive, people who speak positive things out there, people who will support and endorse you. They don't have to endorse you with monetary funds, but people who will speak positively into your spirit and into your future. So this is Otatade Koje, the Lunchbox Millionaire, just sharing a little light, a little hope, and a little faith with you. Um, don't let people crucify your dreams, and just keep going, just keep fighting. Um, to anybody out there who needs to hear that message, because it's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be glamorous, and it's not it doesn't have to be showy, it doesn't have to be like everything you see on the TV, or everything you see on a magazine or in a postcard. That's all a smokescreen. There are many people, a lot of successful people, they they they're dressed very humbly, and they appear to be very some of them even appear to be very mediocre. A lot of the people I interviewed during my Lunchbox Millionaire podcast, a lot of the entrepreneurs, a lot of the millionaires, some of them, they were just dressed like normal people. There wasn't too much show to them. There wasn't too much glamour to them. They were very humble, and but they were very intelligent. So engage yourself with the right literature. Keep feeding your mind. Keep growing in wisdom. Connect to mentors that can support you, mentors that can give you good information, good knowledge, good resources. Um, have a list of your goals and your objectives, and no matter how many times you fail, have faith that you will get back up again, and keep getting back up again, and pick your team wisely.